SprintCarUnlimited.com, coming in from Williams Grove Speedway with race winner Freddie Rahmer. Freddie, hard race. You found the bottom there and just were able to drive by those guys and get to the front.
Yeah, it was very tricky. It was very hard to pass right from the green. Same in the heat races. I ran about fifth about half of the heat race and then got a clear lane and luckily got the third. And that gave us even a chance to win there, or an opportunity to win the feature. It would have been hard to win if I was behind Dietrich or something after the first couple laps. But we got a good start and got in fifth, and then got by a guy and yellow came out, so we were fifth until about lap 5, and then it got cleared out and I got by the 17 and got rolling a nice rhythm around the bottom, and it just got clean down there. I tried to move up it several times and couldn't make it work, so I just stuck to it and eventually got to Lucas and then got to Cameron there, and just worked out. And then once I was leading lap traffic, it was so slow down there because it was slick and you're trying to pedal, that I was afraid of somebody getting on that top. And I guess Dietrich, I looked up at the board before that last yellow and seen the 5 was second, and then when the yellow came out I knew Danny was second, so tried to get a good start and hit my line in 1. I was better at the 1 and 2 for sure, and just got to get a little bit better, or to get like detune the motor or something, because it's slick and it's more about managing the tires with the throttle than the race cars. So it's crazy. Your car feels good. You get behind somebody in dust or a lap car, and it's out of the track big time. So you can't mechanic that. You just got to try to shuffle around and beat the dust. But glad to get another win here, and just looking forward to the rest of the year, and just focus on the next one on tomorrow.
So, I mean, were you afraid to get off the bottom there? You know, I mean, you were so good down there, especially in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Did you think about maybe going to the top at 3 and 4?
I got to the 98 and almost got by him in the middle, but it was such a fine line that if you blew out, you parked at the exits both ends. So a guy could have maybe committed way to the top, but where I had my wing and what I was doing, I couldn't do that. So I figured the bottom was clean, and you judge off of lap cars. If you can't get by the lap car off the right rear or up on the track, I knew to just be down. And like that restart, you're quarter half throttle, and you have more traction in the corners where it's clean. Then you got halfway down the backstretch, and the thing like you pull the parachute, it starts wheel spinning. So we got to work on that. Some of that's the nature of the track, but just was looking for the clean spot. It didn't rubber up, but it got so clean that was where my car needed to be anyway. I guess Danny was gaining on me at this 3 and 4, but I had to kind of stick to my guns there until the end.
6 wins already this year. 4 down at Lincoln, 2 here. You got to be pleased with the start you have, and how far this team's come in a year.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's doing a really good job, and our car's been fast too. We haven't won it now yet. We only ran 5 races, I think, or so. We struggled last Sunday at Port, but I think we know what to do. Some of it's most of it's driving, and that's the biggest thing. We've been keeping the car basic. Went back to some of the old stuff we used to do with these tires, came back into play, and focused on my driving. Just to time trials, the feature, keep it smooth, and just focus on that as much as we can to keep it in the track and race good. And if we have a bad night, like last night wasn't our best night, just move on to the next one.
I know you work on the cars a lot. You always have. What's it like driving for somebody and being able to maybe focus a little more on driving? I know you still do stuff with the car, especially during the week. How important is it for you to just be able to focus on driving at the track once in a while?
Yeah, definitely. Rich has a really good team, and good Matt and Harold do a really good job at the shop during the week. I go up there a good bit to help get prepared. But the longer I race, the more I realize when you're in the car, the only thing you got is between the fences, as fast as you can get between the fences, wherever the line is, and the wing. So you just got to shut that off. Sometimes I get thinking about it a little bit, but not hardly at all anymore. So the less you think, the faster I go. So just keep working on that.
Obviously, just real quick, Lincoln Speedway. I looked up a stat today. You have 4 wins and 4 top 5s. They're all wins. The other 6 shows, you've either had something happen or you're so good at Lincoln. What is it about those other shows? Is it just staying out of trouble, or?
Yeah, I can't even remember. I think the Outlaw show, we were gonna have a good run and good shot at it, and I got in the suite, and then I think we just pulled in, and I honestly can't remember. I think we might have broke the one. I I don't know. Maybe it was like a 6th. And
Yeah, you had a
we had
6th.
7th the second week, and that was just a day show. It was hard to get going. I don't know. I feel like we were more consistent than that, but I guess not. I don't know. A couple issues.
Still, you got to be pleased how everything's going. And look, I don't think, looking back at stats, you have 6 wins already. You've never had double digits. I've asked you this before. You're well on your way, and you got to feel good about where this team's headed.
Yeah, definitely. I just focus on the next one, and we got a long year, and luckily it's the beginning of June, so we get to race a lot yet. And now that I think about that question you just said, them couple weeks we didn't run the top 5, we ran a couple shows there, and it was so wet.
Yeah.
The seas would have had to part for me to get to the front. So some of that, and then you just lick your wounds and go to the next one. So,
Well, congratulations on the win.
thank you.